Yo, what's poppin' all you thrillers? This is your boy, Will the Thriller from the Villa, and guys, I am here with kind of a team summary video. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but you guys obviously know now what it's called. But I'm gonna explain kind of my strategy behind the team that I used in the battle that I uploaded before this one. If that one uploaded first, I hope it did. But I'm gonna kind of explain everything behind the whole Mega Charizard X team. Mega Charizard X team. But anyway, before we move on, go ahead and hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more content. And if you don't like this video, the best way to show that you don't appreciate it or that you hate it is to hit that like button. And comment your thoughts down below. And subscribe, I guess, if you feel really mad. But anyway, guys, share this video with everybody. And without further ado, we are going to get into the team summary. So first one we have is Charizard. It has an adamant nature. Now, my thing behind this, despite being told Jolly would probably work better by multiple people, I wanted to prove people wrong about it, and plus, like, think about it. Thunder Wave, you're lowering people's speed. You already have speed control. You have more speed. Why don't you give yourself an attack boost since you can't get attack buffs in this game? So I got it as adamant. Shoot, that's not what I meant to do. So yeah, it's adamant, and I gave it Earthquake because it hits tons of types. By the way, going into these videos, I can do educational videos in the future for like Pokemon or other games, but coming into these competitive videos, I'm not going to explain what every type, what every nature, what everything does, or different chances or whatever. Like, I expect people to know that kind of going into this. But, I mean, that's stuff you can kind of look up, like the natures and IVs, AVs, EVs, types and stuff. But I can always do educational videos on that stuff if you guys want me to make videos on that stuff. I definitely can. Or, like, different guides that you all just have questions about different stuff. But, yeah, so I'm going to kind of explain the sets, because if I explain every little detail, this would be a long video. So anyway, guys, getting back to it. Ow, shoot. I just hit my hand right now. Sorry about that. Anyway, Charizard has an adamant nature. And I did that because an attack boost is what we need since we already have speed control. Earthquake hits a lot of types. Hits rock types, which are very good against us. Roost is recovery. Is used for, like, just recovery from just damage in general, but mostly, like, if I hit a Stealth Rock, like, I get finessed and I know I'm not going to be able to taunt the Stealth Rocks before they come out, then I might switch into Charizard and go Roost. And then, after I do that, you know, as long as they don't attack me, we're fine. Or, like, better yet, if you have, here's a tip with Mega Charizard X, or just Charizard in general. If you're going X, if they're gonna do Stealth Rock, switch in on the turn that they're first out, because that's probably when they're using Stealth Rock. Unless you have a Tauntmon, then that's even better. But switch in on the Stealth Rock turn, and basically Mega X. And if you have Protect, that's the best way it can work, but I didn't use Protect in my video, but it's fine. But you would use Protect while you're Mega evolving into Mega X. That way, when you switch into Stealth Rocks from then on, you don't take as much damage from the rocks. So, and also another tip before I move on with his set and everything in it, he's a late game sweeper, but there are a lot of free switches where you could Mega Evolve on. Any grass or bug type, well, I don't want to say any bug type. I'd be careful about pincers if they're going to Mega and then go like Earthquake or something. I'd be careful about that. I don't know if they have quick attack or not. I don't think they do anymore. I don't know for sure. I gotta play test that again. I gotta play test it. I don't know when I'll do it, but I'll do it. But yeah, the thing that I like to go by, because not all bug types are the same, and there's only like a few bug types in the game, but grass types, because there's a good amount of grass types. Any grass type is a free switch in. Any grass type is a free switch in, and the other thing that's a free switch in is if you know they're going to use Earthquake. Like if you're 100% sure that you can predict it well, then by all means go for it. And especially if you have that protect, then you protect while you're Mega Evolving. That way if they want to Earthquake again, then yeah. But honestly, it could honestly work without protect. Like doing that tactic without protect if you make your team look like it's supporting a Mega Charizard wide. But that's a little bit too much detail about it, but you know what I'm saying. Free switch-ins that you get are on any grass type or anybody who's about to use Earthquake, really. That's about it. If you're still normal Charizard, it's a free switch-in on Earthquake. But if you're X, you can't do that. But yeah. So moving on, Outrage and Flare Blitz are definitely good moves. So yeah, that pretty much explains them. When everything gets going, when everything gets paralyzed, and then there's just the stuff that outspeed as well, Mega Charizard X can get going. It's a really good late game sweeper. So that's, yeah. If you didn't know that already, he's a late game sweeper, but it's really good though. And next we have Poliwrath, just a really good switch into any rock or ground type attacks, kind of like Starmie is on my team, and that's kind of how I used him in the game as well. Or her, whoever. Oh, this Poliwrath's a girl, huh? Poliwrath knows Earthquake because it just hits a lot of things. I have Waterfall for stab, and I have Bulk Up because sometimes I can get 1 or 2 Bulk Ups in there and be able to hit my opponent for a lot more damage output, or I can tank a hit with Bulk Up along with getting more damage output. But I have Ice Punch to predict Zapdos switch-ins, which I'm pretty good at predicting, because opponents are very predictable. But, Earthquake, I don't really use it for electric types. I don't really do that. But I use Earthquake really, instead of a fighting type move, because Earthquake just hits a lot of Mons in general. And, it hits 2 things that fighting types can still hit. It hits rock types and steel types. Yeah, I got that right. But yeah, so it's very good. And I had a Jolly nature because I can already boost my attack, so why not just give me more speed. Plus, I can outspeed any of the Stealth Rockers. And on my team, I don't have any Stun Spore users, so I can't paralyze any ground types. So that's why I have to be faster than all the Stealth Rockers. Besides like Aerodactyl, I'm not going to be able to outspeed that no matter how much speed investment I put into Poliwrath. But no, like the Stealth Rockers, basically any other Stealth Rocker besides I think Kabutops might outspeed me. I'm not for sure, but besides Aerodactyl and maybe Kabutops, there might be something I'm missing. But like stuff like Rhydon, I know I can kill Rhydon with a Waterfall. I definitely can kill Rhydon with a Waterfall. I don't know about Golem. Golem might have a lot of defense, but basically I can set up on someone, or I can just go and hit them for whatever. But yeah, so that's basically Poliwrath in a nutshell. But it's a really good mod, definitely. Yeah, like I said, it's really good on ground and rock type switch-ins. Just a really good buffer Pokemon to switch in. A really good pivot, I guess you could say. I can switch into stuff really easily if I need to. But yeah. And it can take care of those like rock and ground types for Charizard. But Electrode is next. And Electrode, I needed him because Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl straight up can get in Stealth Rocks for free if I don't have someone faster than him. And since I already have a Mega, I don't want to use another Mega because if I use the other Mega, then I can't Mega Evolve Charizard X. But anyway, Electro does Thunder Wave. You can run all sorts of sets on this, but I can talk about that in a different video. Thunder, actually, I found out Thunder can actually OHKO Aerodactyl, so I started running that instead of Thunderbolt. Despite the accuracy difference, it's more damage. And you most likely won't have to taunt the Aerodactyl. You can if you're not for sure about the accuracy and you're really scared based on your team, but yeah, Thunder's really good on it. Taunt, obviously, for rock users, and a tip with Electrode. There's not a whole lot of tips you need about this team, but Electrode, that it can outspeed Mewtwo. There's no other person on the team that can outspeed Mewtwo. So, that it can Thunder Wave the Mewtwo, and if you can do that, Mewtwo is no problem. You just need to find a good way to switch him in. Don't switch in on him. Either sack someone or use U-turn with Zapdos. Those are the two ways. And then, if you want to get a safe Thunder Wave off, it might not be on him, but you need to knock out any like Rhydons, any Golems, any like ground types in general. Sand Slash, anything. Knock out any of those. That way, in case he switches out, you can still Thunder Wave something. So, that way you can get a free Thunder Wave. But Reflect, I put that on there for rock and ground types pretty much, and I believe there's a mon that has Earthquake that if it uses it against me, like it's like a ground type or something, it can't OHKO me. Like it can't kill me in one hit. But yeah, Thunder Wave to slow. I have Thunder Wave to slow down mons so that Mega Charizard X can sweep at the end. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Taunt, Reflect, Thunder, and Thunder Wave. And I have Timid so that I can outspeed mons. There's a physical variant of this Suicide Lead, but I decided to go with Thunder instead because yeah. I mean, I might use the Suicide Lead in the future. I might, but for right now I'm not. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go on. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about Electrode. Oh, and Taunt also works well if there's like Parasect or something, which I did when I was doing different takes of that video, the battle video that I did for you guys. When I was looking for different battles and doing some winning and losing, because no team is invincible, and neither is this one. Taunt worked really good on like Parasect, taunting that so that it couldn't get a substitute or do like a sport or anything like that. So if you want to block Sleep Powder, any kind of sleep move, that's really good as well. It's a free switch in for Charizard, and not every Venusaur will carry Earthquake. I've only encountered like maybe 1 to 3 Venusaurs within 2 to 3 weeks of playtesting this team. But yeah, this team was not... all the members on the team you see now, they have changed in some way, or like it was actually a different Pokemon in its place. So yeah, Electrode is good. Timid nature, good. And we have Dugtrio. Dugtrio is there as kind of blocking Volt switches. And just there to kind of get all those Stealth Rockers as well. I have Stealth Rocks, obviously, for chip damage. Earthquake for stab. There is no Iron Head. There is no Steel type physical move in this game, which kind of stinks. So you will never get to do any physical Steel type attack with this one. You can do special if you want to, but I don't recommend it. But I have Sucker Punch for Mewtwo's, just in case Mewtwo gets out of hand and we can't Thunder Wave him because our opponent is finessing us left and right. I've got Toxic because, like, when I was playtesting this before, right, you know, I had like 4 or 5 Thunder Wave mons, like Paralysis in general. One was Stun Spore, the others were Thunder Wave. So the way Toxic works, it's kind of to stall out anything that can't be Thunder Waved. Any ground types, I guess. You could do Snorlax. I recommend doing it on Snorlax instead of Thunder Wave because you will outspeed Snorlax with a lot of your members. I don't think there's anyone on this team who gets outsped by him. If there is, it's only like maybe 1 or 2. Most of your team will outspeed Snorlax. But Toxic definitely because it's bulky. If he has Rest, that can be a bother because it's a stall set. But yeah, Earthquake and Sucker Punch from Mewtwo. Sometimes you can get away with stuff on Mewtwo. If you predict well, like if you don't get the Thunder Wave, you have to get really good predictions and stuff. But yeah, pretty much that's what it is for Dugtrio. And I did Jolly just because I wanted to outspeed more stuff. Especially when they're paralyzed, but yeah, I don't know. But he's really good on the team, though. And then next is Zapdos. Zapdos also has a Toxic for any Zapdos or any ones that just can't be Thunder Waved, or just a really bulky Snorlax or like Chansey or something else, you know? I also have Thunder Wave to slow down Pokemon so that Charizard X can roll through them. I have Thunderbolt. I don't have Thunder because I don't need damage output. I just need Stab. And U-Turn is for Switch Momentum. And I have Timid, really, because it's hard to find Zapdos. I really want to get more Zapdos. I just haven't had the time to look for more, but Timid is a really good Zapdos in general. So, there are other Zapdos you can use. You could invest in defense or special defense. That's really good. I guess you could do a physical variant if you want to. You could go for Modest. I wouldn't recommend the physical variant if you want to go by what's probably more useful compared to like a niche Zapdos. You know, one that's kind of a niche, whatever you want to call it. Kind of good in like special spots or whatever on the team. But yeah, no, Zapdos has physical attacks, but this one runs special obviously. But yeah, Timid to outspeed other Zapdos and other stuff. And it's just really good. It's really good defensive against like Gyarados and stuff like that, and it can outspeed Gyarados, so it can get Thunder Wave. Thunderbolt is good too, but keep in mind he can be 2-hit KO'd by Crunch. Zapdos can be 2-hit KO'd by Crunch. So definitely be careful about that when you're trying to see who you want to send in. But Poliwrath, I forgot to say, Poliwrath is a really good switch into Gyarados. And I think there was a Mega Gyarados in the video that I put up on YouTube. And actually, that was the first time that I faced Poliwrath against a Mega Gyarados, but it worked out really well. And I kind of thought about it in the moment, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna work really well. So, I mean, really good team for Charizard. Really good team for Charizard. If you really want to run a Mega Charizard X, this is a fun team. It really is, honestly. A lot of people probably wouldn't run Toxic and Thunder Wave, but if you want maximum, like, stuff, then that's what you go for. Like, if you want maximum impact for your team to be able to work in different situations, then that's what you do. Otherwise, you get stuck in situations that I got stuck in, and that's why I'm running what I'm running. But yeah, I tried running Roost. For those of you who want to say run Roost instead of Toxic or Thunder Wave, I tried that. It didn't really work. I couldn't heal up more damage than I was taking, and my IVs are good. I want to show you all my IVs. My IVs for every one of these guys are good. You see? Alright, so yeah. You can't say my IVs are bad. I'm up to level 100. My IVs are good. You can't do any investment in level 50 mode. AV investment is all equal anyway. So really, there's no real special, like, there's no specific investment you can do in anything. Like, there's no EVs. There's the Pokemon EV, but there's no like actual effort value or effort value points. So anyway, or DVs, whatever, you know, the old values. But anyway, so yeah, Zapdos. This is a pretty good Zapdos to run. It's very specific for specific teams, but it's good. I might get multiple Timid Zapdos so that I don't have to keep switching the set around because it's kind of annoying. But it's fine. It's easy to learn moves. But anyway, I'm going to go to the next one. The last one is Starmie. It has Bold Nature. Basically, it's supposed to be a good pivot slash switch in for rock and ground types. And just those Stealth Rock users, it can outspeed them. So I have Hydro Pump, Thunder Wave. Yeah, I have Hydro Pump because Scald, although I know a lot of people like to run Scald, a lot of the popular players do as well. Scald, I was playtesting it, and like literally if I had Hydro Pump, I could have knocked out so many Pokemon. But yeah, I have Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave works really well for helping Pokemon outspeed. Sorry if I have to pause this video because of all the noise, then I will pause it really quick. But Thunder Wave is so that other Pokemon can outspeed, so that Charizard can outspeed other Pokemon. Hydro Pump is for damage output. Thunderbolt is for other Starmies. Recover is for sustain. It's really good. Yeah, it's a really good switch in. And yeah, that's all I had to say because I think it's about to get really noisy. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much the team. If you want to hear more, definitely comment down below. What videos do you all want me to do about Pokemon in the future? Do you want me to do guides? Do you want me to do other battles? What Pokemon do you want me to build teams around? Like, I want requests in the comments, for sure. Like this video, go comment down below, and go subscribe. And I will see you all later. This is your boy, Will the Thriller from the Villa saying bye. Have a good day, and I will see you later. Bye.